Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy fears cleric is swaying Finn. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, May 1st, reveal that Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester will bandy Deacon Sharp's wild proposition that Sheila Carter is still alive. Steffy will formally again talk about how ridiculous cleric is being and maybe worry that all his Sheila survival talk is what's abstracting John Finn Finnegan. Both Ridge and Steffy will end up fussing that Finn is vulnerable right now and that he might actually buy what Deacon's byword. Since Steffy and Ridge know Finn had a strange connection to Sheila, they fret over cleric exploiting it and swaying Finn into allowing his birth mama isn't departed. Of course, B&B suckers know cleric was right, and Finn helped him prove it since they managed to track Sheila down together. Finn realizes Sheila needs a sanitarium, but she's chained up at the moment and can't just walk right out of there. It's possible Finn and Deacon will find commodity they can use to break the chain. Also again, perhaps Deacon and Finn can call for backup to help with that part. Whatever the case, Sheila will ultimately be freed and make it to a sanitarium for treatment. You can go that Sheila will tell Finn and Deacon how thankful she's at some point. Once Sheila is getting some aliment, fluids and whatever differently she needs, she'll have quite a story to tell, one that involves Sugar aka Janet Weber and how she locked her up after soliciting her to that structure. In the meantime, Liam Spencer and Ivy Forrester will suppose back on their romantic history, so they'll be feeling the heat between them as they continue reconnecting. It looks like Ivy will plant another kiss on Liam, so Steffy won't feel pleased when she walks in Il Giardino and sees them acting so cozy. Steffy will incontinently start to wonder about Ivy's intentions with Liam, so she'll plan to put Ivy through a grilling session soon enough. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Ivy will have some updates to partake with Steffy latterly this week, so we'll bring you more prognostications on how Steffy will reply to the news. In an alley in Los Angeles, Deacon and Finn vindicated that Tom had seen the woman in the print enter the vacant structure. Tom said he had been advised to stay down from that structure. He advised them to do the same. Shots and police enchantresses chimed out, and Tom ran off. As Cleric and Finn headed off to the abandoned structure, inside it, a woman lay on a mattress on the bottom beneath covers. Cleric and Finn entered the dark, moist structure, and the lights on their phones illuminated the way. Deacon called for Sheila, and Finn noted the lack of phone event. Cleric was determined to search every inch of that place. As they called out for Sheila, Deacon said it smelled awful in there, as if commodity had failed. They arrived at a chained gate and watched rats scatter on the other side of it. Deacon seized a pipe and busted off the chain. They continued their hunt, and figuring Sheila had been there for weeks, Deacon wondered what kind of shape she was in. Finn said they could not give up. Cleric demurred in a door. Finn refocused and said there was commodity down there. They made their way down a stairwell and resolve up in a corridor. Finn went into a room. Sheila's words about being his first home echoed through his mind. On the bottom, he saw wrappers, empty chips bags, water bottles, and juice bottles. Finn saw a mattress. A body was on it beneath a mask. Finn knelt down and touched the mask. He yelled for Deacon, who slid in beside him. They rolled the body, sheathed in black, over. Disheveled hair hung in the face of the womanish form. Cleric removed the woman's right charge and sock, revealing 9 black painted toes. Sheila! Deacon blazoned. Finn wiped the hair from her face, uttering, "Mama." In Eric's office, Brooke, Ridge, and Steffy met. Steffy was detracted as Brooke said HFTF had not missed a beat, despite Thomas taking a little time off. Ridge snapped Steffy out of her poet, and she expressed concern that commodity had been on Finn's mind that morning. She always knew when commodity was out with him, indeed if she did not know what it was. She said effects had been fine, but that morning, he had been gaping at nothing. Steffy did not want to make important of it, but the last time she had had that feeling, it had been Sheila. Steffy abominated talking about Sheila and was done with her. Brooke asked if Finn was. Steffy asserted that there was no way it could be about Sheila. Ridge agreed, publicizing that Sheila was dead and gone ever. Steffy still sounded shaken. With her eyes, Brooke urged Ridge, who empathized with Steffy about that night. Steffy recalled that the storm had made her jumpy. She'd seen a shadow. Sheila had reached into her fund, and Steffy had allowed. Sheila had had a gun. Steffy flashed back to killing Sheila and seeing Sheila and her blood. Steffy relived realizing she would killed Sheila Carter. Ridge hugged Steffy. At Il Giardino, Liam and Bill had lunch and joked about the chances of Liam's sex life-in-law comping Liam's mess while Liam was with Bill, the man who'd gone after Sheila. They drank to their capability to be there as important as they wanted without seeing Sheila. Bill complimented Liam on doing a great job in securing a business deal. Liam commended that his proceedances were narrowing, and he was concentrated on his kiddies and career. Bill was glad to hear it. Liam admitted that Hope and Steffy were, too, because waffling back and forth between them all those times had not been good for them or him. He did not want to do it presently. Bill said he was all for Liam's newfound focus. Liam said it was good for Spencer's nethermost line, but Bill replied that it was good for Liam tete-a-tete, which was just as important. Liam added that it was good for Hope, too, who was doing the same thing in her own life. Bill called it an intriguing coexistence, but Liam stated that it was not surprising if one looked at the state their marriage had been in when it had ended. He felt that they were spinning their bus and looking for new purpose and identity. Bill wondered if the participated perspective could mean a reunion. "We are just not allowing about that right now," Liam responded. Bill pressed a little about it passing down the road. Liam, who knew better than to say no way, replied that at that moment, he was fastening on motherhood. Sure that work would be a close alternate, Bill lauded Liam for his maturity and tone mindfulness. Bill believed that Liam was easily following his father's illustration. Liam replied that Bill had always had Liam's reverse. Bill claimed that Liam could not beat himself up about the waffling thing, and it was not how Bill saw it. Bill could not denounce his son for falling in love with two inconceivable women. Bill decided to remind Liam that they'd loved him, too, and for good reason. In Bill's view, having two families was a blessing, not commodity to feel shamefaced about, and he did not see it as waffling. Liam replied that Bill was a bit prejudiced. Bill said that he saw a man who had no way shirked his liabilities and had always been there for those he loved. Bill decided that it had not been vacillation, it had been that Liam had not been suitable to be far and wide he would wanted to be at formerly. Liam concluded that it had not been fair, and he refused to keep choosing between them and changing his mind. He was thankful for his families, which were effects he would done right. Bill respected Liam's intentions, but said being Mr. Single Joe might be tougher than Liam allowed. Liam replied that was not tough, and he could be happy. Bill refocused out that their exchanges always turned to Hope or Steffy. Liam said it was because he wanted to treat the women with the respect they merited. Bill allowed. The way to do that was by appreciating them for who they were, fulfilled women and great maters. As the men talked about the positive traits of the women, Bill noted that Steffy had brought commodity different to Liam's life. Liam conceded the excitement and adventure and said every day had been a new experience with her. He was thankful that he would been with her and got to co-parent with her. Still, she was devoted to Finn, and nothing would tear them piecemeal.